All right, so I'm finally able to get a chance to go live. What's up, you guys? It's your girl, Shadow. All right, so I said I was gonna, on my social media today, I said I was gonna give my 2 cents on this Monique situation. So at first, when all this went down, I was like, okay, Monique needs to humble herself and maybe consider taking the $500,000 until I read more about what the actual agreement was about. So I did a little bit more research. I already knew her accolades, and I am a Monique fan. I'm not gonna lie. I supported her in everything that she does, all her movies. I've seen her live years ago. So I do, and she's an Oscar-nominated actress. So she does have accolades, and she do have some things behind her name. However, I do think her asking us to boycott Netflix is too much. I'm not gonna boycott Netflix. And the reason why is because I use Netflix for my entertainment purposes, and that's important to me in my life at this current point. I do not utilize my Netflix for just comedies. There's things about my Netflix that I enjoy, so I am not going to boycott. However, I do feel like Netflix lowballed her, as well as Wanda Sykes, on the amount of money that they offered. I don't know the business. So $500,000, of course, that's a lot of money. I'm not gonna say it's not. It's definitely a lot of money. And it's easy for us broke people, and I'm only saying that, you know, being sarcastic in the nature of that we're not earning $500,000, but we're also not comedians, and we're not standing up there trying to make a whole bunch of strangers laugh either. So I'm not going to sit up here and say what a comedian is worth, because I don't know the dynamics. What I do know is, I believe personally that $3 million would have been a nice paycheck for Monique. Yeah, $3 million. $3 million is a nice paycheck. Because part of the contract is, if Netflix gives her this money, that she can't do any comedy for 2 years. An entire 2 years, she can't do any tours. She can't do another special with another organization or company or anything like that. That's part of the contract. So when I look at it in those terms, I'm like, okay, $500,000 isn't that much, and you gotta go 2 years of not making any additional money, unless you happen to maybe get a movie deal or something like that. That's not a good business deal. So I wouldn't agree with that either. Now, let's get to the point of why I'm really doing this video, and that's mostly because of people saying that Monique is not relevant. And this is what I want to say about that. She's not relevant to you. Y'all can't speak for other people. There are some fans out there who will, if Michael Jackson was still alive and wasn't making any music, who would still go out and support him. And y'all would be like, oh, well, Shadow, that's because that's Michael Jackson. But he hasn't put out no album in 20 years. But he's still relevant? Okay, so people want to pinpoint. And where I say this is, I think this is only because she's a comedian, and she's a black, outspoken woman comedian, that y'all have a problem. I think y'all have a problem with it because I hear a lot of y'all say that Kevin Hart isn't funny, but y'all say he get all this money because he's relevant. Then in the same breath, y'all will say, well, Monique doesn't deserve all that money because she's not funny. But y'all say the same shit about Kevin Hart. So, I don't know. You know, it just doesn't seem consistent when it comes to the black male comedians, y'all don't really preach to that same choir. And I think this has a lot to do with, one, is a very small amount of black women comedians, and with this thing that y'all don't believe women are funny in the first place. And it's not too many of y'all say women are funny. Y'all might go with the trend. And I'm not going to sit up here and say that I know for sure Monique is funny. I haven't seen her do a stand-up in years. And I'm sure she's going to have different content at age 50 compared to when she was in her 30s, when I was really going to see her. But I am curious to see a 50-year-old Monique show, because I'm a fan. I want to see her succeed. I want to see what she got to talk about. That's why I like comedy. And then there's the dynamics of what do we consider relevancy. Do they have to put out content every year in order to be relevant? How do we measure relevancy? Do we go off of their resume, or do we go off of how current they're putting things out? So, we have those type of things when it comes to this relevancy thing. So, my points are, do I think Monique has an argument? Yes. Will I boycott Netflix for her? No. Do I feel like she deserves more than $500,000 for a Netflix special? Yes. I think she's done enough, and I think she has enough accolades, and I think she has put her foot into the sand enough in the business to get $3 million. Yes, I do think she deserves that. Anything above that, I can't say, because I don't make these type of deals. But I do think $500,000 is definitely a lowball figure. Anyway, y'all tell me y'all thoughts or whatever on the situation with the Monique situation. Oh, and another thing is, I do think she's getting treated the way she is because she is a very vocal black woman that's standing her ground. I think she's getting that. And I also think she's getting this because she has a husband that is her manager, that she stands with and very strong with, and they got each other's back. And I just, when it comes to certain type of power couples, if you're not that token power couple, you kind of get, ridiculed, but I personally admire her standing up to what she believes. Rather, I believe her methods on the way that she's doing things is inappropriate or not. It don't matter. We all got to fight for what we believe in and what we feel is right. So I personally feel like she has every right to be upset and to go and say, nope, I'm not doing it. I feel like I'm worth more. Absolutely. Her methods may be a little tarnished on trying to get all of us to boycott. Boycotting is not something that we just need to throw around. You got to have a really strong movement and a really strong case in order to get people on board to boycott the entertainment industry as a whole. So that's my thoughts on that. Y'all, make sure you subscribe to my channel here, where I'm going to talk about, comic books, entertainment, things that's happening on social media, the news, things like that. If I have something to talk about, I'll definitely try to put something on here just to give you guys kind of my thought or anything. So hit the like button if you like this video. Comment below. Tell me y'all thoughts on this Monique situation. I want to know what y'all think. And I will get back to y'all, and I will respond if you do comment. go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and I'll talk to y'all later. All right, good night.